Hello, 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 everybody. Where do I start? I'm going live today because sometimes, and don't get me wrong, I love what I do and I love the revelations I have. But sometimes, being me and figuring out things that nobody else is figuring out with all humility and not being able to talk about them with people in my everyday life makes me feel like I need to connect with people. So I go live because I need to connect with people that understand the stuff that I am figuring out and that I'm presenting is reality and not me having, delusions or making stuff up or believing in crazy conspiracy theories. I don't believe in anyone's conspiracy theories. Like, I don't believe any people's conspiracies. Like, I'm figuring out stuff on my own. I'm never seeing other people's stuff because I don't watch other people's stuff because I don't want to be influenced by other people. So anything I'm putting out there, it is coming from me and at the most maybe Facebook subscribers that I will chat with because I try to be very present in that community. Hey guys, I was just kind of welcome in. I always like to kind of like chat a little bit for people who are going to join after the live so they kind of understand where I'm going with this. But as I was saying, I just needed to go live today because it's just been kind of a wild 48 hours with revelations. And I don't know if you guys saw the video I put out today where I'm literally saying Lucifer, who is Trump, is like several other musicians. And like, I don't think I'm speculating about it. I think I'm proving it. And to like really believe it, you need to watch the subscriber video, which I think I'll probably release for the public at some point. But guys, no joke. Um, Lucifer is a jealous, prideful, wanting to be worshipped in so many ways, arrogant, just sad little fallen angel. And the amount of deception he goes through and the amount of personas he takes on, it's wild. And I swear I think I was put in this earth to expose this because it's for me to figure out that Trump is Lucifer and but not only that, but I'm like figuring out so much more is really kind of mind-boggling to me, if I'm being honest. It's like I don't think I'm just some random dude figuring this out. And like I always say, I don't think I'm special, more special than any of us, but I think maybe I came here with a mission because I felt it my whole life. Um, and I'll go into detail now about this because for people who didn't see my video I put out today, a few weeks ago, I was AC/DC used to be my favorite band, and this like kind of blows my mind a little bit too. AC/DC used to be my favorite band before I woke up. I even dressed as Angus Young once for one Halloween. Literally, like put on like the stupid schoolboy outfit, had like a little mini guitar, and and that was no symbolism, just adjusting my hat. Um, and I still will listen to AC/DC now and then while I work out in my garage. I'm fully aware of what it is, but I still, it's what I did for my whole life, listen to Metallica and AC/DC. So I still allow myself to listen to that stuff in my garage working out. And I worked out and I closed my guys, I'll get to these super chats in a second. Thank you so much. I worked out and I closed my Spotify app and I was like, why is Trump on Spotify? So I opened it back up and it was Angus Young and I'm like, what? Like I could have sworn it was Trump. And then I'm looking at him like, it looks just like him. And then I realized, like I know Trump is Lucifer. I know Trump was Elvis, but I'm thinking like, holy cow, Angus Young always was doing the devil horn, like more than any other musician, he does the devil horns. And then I just started like, I'm like, there's no way. Like at this point, I know they're shapeshifters too, right? Like they're 100% shapeshifters. They can appear older and younger. They can shapeshift. So like my mind is going, there's no way that Trump and Lucifer was Elvis and is Angus Young too. So I started just like go looking into it. I'm like, what's Angus? Like I looked into Angus, what Angus meant, and Angus is short for Aberdeen. Aberdeen, which sounds like Abaddon, Abaddon, but not only that, but Aberdeen literally means River of the Don. Uh, Angus Young does the duck walk, Donald Duck. If you turn Donald Duck upside down, he looks like Donald Trump. A drake is a male duck. A drake can also mean a serpent. So I'm like, my mind's going crazy. And then I thought to myself, I was like, all right, I know Trump and I know Elvis have the exact same two dots. I'm like, if this is legit, I'm going to go to Angus Young and there's going to be those two exact dots. Lo and behold, those two exact facial markings, exact, are right there. So I'm just like, it's it. It's it. It's him. It's him. And then my buddy Josh and I, he's a truther too. He's been like a truther for like 15 years. We just were bouncing things off each other and really starting to realize that a lot of the musicians, like Morrissey, like I figured out just the past 24 hours, Mick Jagger, Youngblood, like these are all that's all Lucifer's characters trying to be worshipped in the music industry still. Lucifer was literally built with tabrets and pipes inside of him. He's known to be a musical angel in heaven. So like I'm not struggling with this information at all, but it's like I did a video and yeah, that gets some of it out, but I just had to come and talk some of it out and get like be able to verbalize it. You know, my wife doesn't want to hear it. I can't call or text anyone about it other than, you know, a very, very few amount of people. So I'm here talking about it and I'm going to answer questions about it. And I want to maybe focus this whole live on that. Usually I just answer questions, but obviously if you Youngblood is most certainly Mick Jagger, who when original Mick Jagger, I did a video on it, is literally Youngblood, and all of them are Lucifer. I'm sure of it. You know, you guys can think what you want. Go watch the video. Go watch my members video. That's 10 minutes showing it all, and you'll be convinced. And like I put it out there thinking it would be too much for people. Like they wouldn't be able to see it. And like everyone who watches it, like there's no denying this. Let me get to these super chats though before I forget. Hey Lauren, thank you. Appreciate the super chat. Hope you're good. Quick question. Do you think these celebrities that stay around on this earth age then go back to being kids, or how do you feel that works? I believe in fallen angels. Yeah, appreciate that kind super chat, my friend. Yeah, they can shapeshift. They're shapeshifters. They're literally, they're like, think of them as they're stuck in flesh. You know, like there's demons here, but they're more spiritual. They're in my opinion, they're the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim. But there's actual fallen angels here that are stuck in flesh. I don't think they look like you and I. I think they can just appear to look like us. So I think they're like, you know, like stupid David Icke is a liar, but he talks about reptilians from wherever, other planets, underground. No, it's these fallen angels were seraphim, like serpent beings. And I think they look, you know, kind of reptilian, but they can, it's like Mystique from X-Men. They're showing us with that. These fallen angels are shapeshifters, 100%. They can look older, younger, they can get smaller, shorter, but they are stuck in flesh. And if they're flesh scars or if they have marks, that stuff remains. And I'm like, I think I'm literally proving that to humanity, which is crazy. So yeah, like Millie Bobby Brown is an example of she was Elizabeth Perkins and then she went aged backwards to appear to look like young Bobby Brown. I do think they use AI sometimes with these really young kids that are coming out. But you know, I think Millie Bobby Brown was also Judy Garland. So she's done it before. She's aged and reduced and aged and reduced. And I think they can do it immediately. That's why I'm saying Youngblood is Trump, is Lucifer, it was Mick Jagger, is Angus Young, and Morrissey. There's a handful. Like I think a lot of these giant music bands. I think Lucifer plays a role in one of them. I think he was Paul McCartney. And I think when the Beatles started to fizzle out, like Lucifer's like, I'm out of here. And like they replaced Paul. And that's like, I think that's what a lot of these replacement things are is Lucifer was literally playing in the band to just suck up our human worship, our energy, our luge. And you know what? I saw there was another, there it is. I knew there was another super chat on here from Sky. Sorry, I missed it. Roseanne Barr said she's scared of birds. Any idea why? There's a conspiracy out there that, and thank you, I appreciate that. There's a conspiracy that birds are like government robots meant to spy, and I'm sure there probably are at some point, but not all birds. It's just, you know, they love to muddy the truther and conspiracy world with nonsense, like clones. Like clones are nonsense, and that always gets people fired up because they're sure clones exist because they can clone pets and there's cloning. Clones are a lie to hide fallen angels, my guys, my friends. I promise you, clones are not real. Now, can they create a baby in a petri dish and then grow it in an incubator? Yeah, but it's not a clone. A clone is a twin. It's a replica. They don't do that. They can't do that. They're not doing that with dogs either. It's all lies to hide fallen angels. So anyway, guys, I really recommend, and I'm not trying to push my subscription. And like I said, I will probably make that video, at least on YouTube. I will make it public maybe in the next week. I just wanted to test it out because I was like, I made this 10-minute video and I'm like, this is way too much. I thought it was way too much even for subscribers, like people who I know I'm not full of crap. But the response from people in my subscription area and members and things like that has been nothing but positive. And people are saying they're seeing it. So I'm like, man, maybe people are a little bit more awake than I realized. So I wanted to test it there, and I still think it might be too much for the public, but I just want people to see it because it's important. Hey, Anthony, thank you. I appreciate it. What if they're Nephilim, like Kevin Gates said? I mean, I do think there are Nephilim here now, you know, because I think these fallen angels are still here, probably reproducing. I just think they figured out a way to make them not giants anymore. You know, I think that's probably what the RH negative blood is the fallen angel Nephilim line. So yeah, I do think there are Nephilim here in Earth. I just don't think they're turning into, 3 mile tall giants or even way bigger than that. It's funny you say Rachel McAdams, Kathy Bates, because um, I just put out a video yesterday. Was it yesterday? Maybe 2 days ago on Amelia Earhart being Dane Dehan. And my buddy Adam, who's a Facebook subscriber, like was like, Tyler, found that Amelia Earhart is Kathy Bates. And I was like, no, he's Dane Dehan. And but he showed me facial symmetry. He showed me uh, a whole lot of smoking gun marks, like exact. So I think Amelia Earhart literally went to Kathy Bates and then Dane Dehan. Um, so you know, I don't know if I agree about the Rachel McAdams, but I'm never closed off to anything. Verily, verily, have you looked at John D. Rockefeller and the magician John D? They look real similar. I haven't, and I don't know John D, so I'll have to look into that one. I appreciate the super chat, my friend. But the magician John D. No, can't. I mean, I'm sure John Rockefeller is still around. Sure of that. So that would not surprise me. Lauren says again, thank you again, Lauren. Yeah, they always lead the paths of truth to the fake stuff. Exactly. Reptiles and the moon. We are God. Yeah, all the Gnostic stuff, all the Luciferian stuff. As soon as someone starts waking up, they have set up the rabbit holes 1,000%. And I am not, I fell victim to that as well. Like when I first woke up, I thought the moon was a big space station. I was listening to people like Elizabeth April and David. I was reading David Icke's book, and then I figured out the Earth was flat, and that like removed all the liars.